All right, guys, so today is the day. We had the big moonshot we have all been waiting for. DaVinci has been calling it for a long time on our channel. So finally, there it is. So what we will do today with DaVinci15 on our special episode, we will take a look at the Bitcoin market, at the altcoin market, check out whether the prices will go even higher to higher levels, whether we will retrace from here to lower levels before we can get to the moon. So we will check everything out in this episode, especially today. So thank you everyone for joining us, and all those questions I mentioned in the beginning, they are the second most important questions of the day. We want to get into the most important question of today before we start things off. DaVinci15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. My legs getting better and better every day. I didn't go to the gym today, which I feel bad about that, but we'll go tomorrow morning. And yeah, I will be getting my exercises done so that so I can start running in sometime in the future.
Let me say something. Yes. You don't have to go to the gym to be pumped. Just look into the market and you will be pumped immediately. All right, man.
Let's get on George for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Don't be too afraid, man. Schwarzenegger and Tyson representing MMCrypto today. We will talk about the most important questions everyone is asking right now, whether Bitcoin will go higher, whether it will go lower. DaVinci15, you had so many good calls in the last weeks and so on, and people have been partially hating on us for being bullish, and a lot of guys have been bearish. I don't know, like Tyler Jenks said we will drop off 4,200 and go lower and so on, and a lot of people have been saying so. So now finally we are at the moon. Will we go even higher? Will we go lower? DaVinci, maybe you can answer that. But before we start, we want to say a big shout out to our sponsor today. Just a 10-second ad. Everyone who is grateful for that as well, just smash up the like button, and afterwards we will go in the important topics of today. Also, everyone who is pumped, leave a like button, especially for DaVinci, who has been giving us so many great non-financial advices in the past. So all right, man. So let's get straight into it. First of all, we want to thank you in the name of the whole community for taking your time, because we know you are on Pandora's wallet. You are in the final stages right now. You don't have a lot of time, but you are taking your time. Everyone is waiting for that. So thank you so much. Before we start, everyone, like this video. I mean, 2,000 is the new like button for us. We want to try to get at least to 3,000 likes, guys. So everyone, take that second of appreciation for DaVinci15, for MMCrypto, and like that video. Is completely for free. And now the stage is yours. Everyone is waiting for it, DaVinci. What are your thoughts on this current situation right now? I mean, it's ludicrous, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely ludicrous. Yeah. Well, as you know, I have been talking about this move to 4,800 for quite some time back. I remember talking about it back even in Davos, that we should be getting up there, right? And it took a little bit longer than I thought, but we're here today. It was hard for me to stick with my convictions, because I also participated in a lot of trading groups and watched a lot of trading videos, and most of them, if not all, that I can remember, was saying that Bitcoin was going to go lower and not going to do very well, and it was time to short, and a lot of people just had short positions into the Bitcoin futures and so forth. But I couldn't go against what the chart was telling me. I'm sorry. The chart was saying something else, and I was going to go with the statistics and the statistical model on that. And so that's why we're here. That's why I stuck with my guns, and we're here.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I mean, Da Vinci, that makes the whole situation even greater. If the majority, if not the vast majority, is saying something differently than you are saying it, and in the end we can see it is becoming the truth, that makes this whole situation, especially for the MMCrypto family, even greater. So everyone who hasn't joined the MMCrypto family, make sure you smash the subscribe button, you hit the little bell, and also you go after the video to DavinciJ15's channel, link also given down in the description down below, to subscribe to his channel, because he will obviously also be uploading on his channel, not only on our channel. So yeah, maybe we can go straight into it. Also, everyone, we won't leave any timestamps in this video. Watch the whole content through, because a lot of people have been texting us, I have missed out on the moonshot. This is because you are using timestamps. Just take your time, watch the whole video through, and you won't miss out on the famous quotes of Da Vinci and on his famous findings. So yeah, Da Vinci, maybe we can go straight into the charts and you can drop some knowledge bombs on us, man.
Yeah, I'd love to go to the charts, but before I do that, I would like to point out a few things. One, remember, I'm just some guy on the internet, right? I'm using just statistical models, and that's it. I'm not some sort of Swami, genius, or whatever, or oracle, okay? So I'm just doing the best I can, and that's who I am, and that's all I can do. And I hope you guys appreciate that. So with that said, let's take a look at some charts. Yes. Wow. When I woke up this morning, I was quite surprised myself too. I mean, like, I was going slowly, and I thought, I was honestly expecting it was a slow move, painful move all the way up to 38.2, but no, it just went boom, face rip up. Oh my God, brutal. Wow. Wow.
This is
wow,
so crazy,
just
man.
beautiful. I love face rips, right? Because, you know, it has like two things going for it. One, it's a quick way to make money, and two, you know that it's going to be coming back down to visit the bottom. So you know you're going to be being able to buy back in. So you know what? For those who missed the boat, don't worry about it. The industry is going to bring the boat back for you. You just need to be a little bit patient here. Because if we're looking at this closely, yeah, it's probably going to go sideways for a while, but it's got to come back. I mean, it's already went 50% of the way here of this travel here, this move back up. I find it very hard to believe that Bitcoin's not going to come and visit this 61.8 level and test it out. And I bet you if we do that. What was the there it is. There's the golden ratio, right? We were looking at the golden ratio, and it's already surpassed the golden ratio. So what is the next level that Bitcoin would have to go to? Is a 2 to 1 ratio here. So where is the 2 to 1? So see, it's right near to the 61.8 at the 60 about $5,345.
Yes, exactly.
It's like a 2 to 1 from here to there. So I mean, people, there's after the golden ratio, that's another point where people will start to sell.
Let me just pump in. The golden ratio was 4,897. If someone just forgot it.
4,900.
Yeah,
approximately.
Yeah, exactly. 4,900. That was the golden ratio for everyone who forgot about the golden ratio. Just to remind.
Yeah, and so we could see here that this is an easy place to like, if you're a trader, to keep an eye on the 4-hour, see if there's no divergence forming, and then take it all the way up to the 5,300 to sell your buys down here. Now, of course, that's a day trader. You should not be doing this, of course, because a day trader has a lot of things going for him. One is he has to plan that trade very, very well, meaning that he has to decide when he's going to be wrong and when he's going to be right. And I've only told you when you're going to be right, not when you're going to be wrong. And so it can be very dangerous for anybody to buy here and to sell higher. Do not do that, please. Do not do that. It's too late. Don't worry. If you're a hodler, don't worry. There will be a time when you can get back in. I could tell you right now, we'll be at least coming back down to the 4,200 level, at the very least, at the absolute very least, 4,200. So if you want to buy, set your buy orders at $4,200 or lower, so that you can get some hodlers coins
so,
for later on.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So DaVinci, your game plan, let's say you are one of those guys who are not watching through the whole video of MMCrypto and DaVinciJ15. Let's say you are one of those. Your game plan would be to set your first buy orders at 4,200-ish and then scale in below as well. That would be actually your game plan.
Exactly. Exactly. Because we're definitely coming back here.
Yes.
I mean, with this big move, right, it has the positive of, hey, we're coming back. We're coming back. Don't worry. Because there's a whole bunch of people down here that are like, hey, I didn't get my buy order in. Don't worry.
Exactly.
It's coming back.
But also, I want to remind, I can just remember, we were in Davos together, MMCrypto and DaVinciJ15, and he got this award for the best influencer of 2019. In our opinion, he's the best influencer since 2008, but let's put that aside. So you actually set at prices like, I think, 3,300, nearly the bottom. You stood there and you talked to the audience and you said Bitcoin is low enough to buy. And looking at those prices right now, man, how you were correct, man. It's crazy. Really. I just wanted to remind on that really special situation. The people were sitting there and like shaking their head. Oh no, is it really low enough to buy? I mean, everyone is talking bad about it. Why should I buy right now? But that was the exact moment you said it, when everyone is talking bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the time to buy. And you know what? I really think that Bitcoins will come back down here, because that's statistically what should happen. But let's take a look at what would happen if the statistics decide to. Because here's the thing, right? There's statistics and then reality. Let's just say the dollar is about to collapse, and that is a distinct possibility in the next 2 or 3 years. It's a very highly probable. What we'll see happen is that Bitcoin will come up here at 6,500, where there's a lot of buyers, and stay here. Mm-hmm. And if it does stay there, that actually will tell me if it bounces around here, right? That will actually tell me the dollar is done, pretty much. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with the US dollar, because statistically it should never come down here, come up here. It should be like this. No, and back down, right?
You would actually say, if we are hovering around at that 6,000-ish level, you would...
And we never come back down here.
Yeah, you would imply that institutions are actually buying in, knowing that the dollar is for the bin, like the dollar is just nothing worth anymore.
Exactly, because there's a lot of sellers here.
Yeah. And
this is where the institutions know this. The institutions know this, and if they really want to get in because they need to get out of the dollar, this is where they'd get the most amount of Bitcoins, right about here. So yeah, let's hope that's not going to be the problem, because if the dollar dies, oh boy, we're going to have bigger problems than just Bitcoin to the moon.
Except for the people holding Bitcoin. But yeah, that's actually a very important point you are pointing out. In the last episode, you said when we are getting to the 6,000s level, just run as fast as you can. But actually, if we are staying there, it would actually mean that we need very high buying pressure to absorb those selling pressure. And the only ones who can absorb that are the institutions, because they are the only ones having enough money to absorb that. Actually, that would sum up what you are saying, isn't it?
That's correct. That's exactly right, Chris. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So actually what you are saying is the biggest probability, the highest probability lays in that Bitcoin will go to 5,200 or something like that. Is it correct? 5,200?
The highest probably, 5,200 to up to 5,800.
Ah, okay.
Anything beyond that is like pipe dream.
Okay, so 5,800 is the highest point in the highest probability scenario. Everything above would actually mean that there is something wrong with the US dollar. So you see a bigger upside for Bitcoin right now, but then you would say that we will retest at least the 4,200. So first 5,200 to 5,800, highest probability, and then retrace back to the 4,200 level.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, anything can happen, of course, right? Because we're just basing this on statistics.
Yes, as always.
And of course, we can't predict. Statistics will not predict that the president gets shot tomorrow or something like that, right?
Yeah, like exogenous risks. We cannot take any kind of exogenous risks into consideration because we don't know them.
Exactly. So that's a key thing to remember when you're doing statistical analysis. So with that said, we're gonna probably see it bounce around here before it actually takes off, because this is too fast, and so that means it's got to consolidate sideways here for quite some time before we get to a higher mark, and it'd probably be a slow and painful grind up here, or it might be a fast one. It depends on a lot of factors, whether or not a lot of people FOMO into this. The what's it called? The average person decides, hey, you know what? This is going to the moon. I gotta buy this. Gotta buy. And it could move really fast.
Yeah. Exactly. And then the media jumps in, CNBC and so on. Yeah. Just like CNBC will start talking good about Bitcoin at 4,200, 5,200 or so. I'm pretty sure about that already.
Exactly. Yeah. So looking at the bigger picture, you can see that the Bollinger Band squeeze here on the weekly was starting, and we've got to. I think we have to. It'd be hard for me to see Bitcoin come all the way up here and stay up here. Really hard for me to see that. I really believe that Bitcoin has got to do something like this. Come closer to maybe up to here, and then come back down, and then up, and then off to the races. Some sort of W. Let me just delete that because that's a horrible.
But this is still a way more positive picture than we had it in the very beginning. And then you changed your mind, obviously before the fact happened, way before that, like weeks ago. You changed your mind into a more bullish perspective. So you see a new bottom. 4,200 or maybe even a bit lower, but you do not see a new bottom below 3,100, by far not, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes. So this is hard to. I'd be hard pressed to say that this is going to break down below the 200 weekly moving average. Could, but honestly, the statistically very low probability, less than 30%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's perfect. I mean, we got the perfect picture for Bitcoin already. I mean, for the mid, and even you can consider that a long-term projection. So thank you so much for that. And now everyone is also obviously asking not only about Bitcoin but also about the altcoin section. So what DaVinci before the episode suggested is that we are taking a look at the biggest altcoins, Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin being the representative of the altcoin section. And from there, we can make a conclusion for the altcoin section in general. So, DaVinci, what do you have to say about, maybe we start with Ethereum?
Yeah, sure. Let's check out Ethereum. You can see today, Ethereum did not hold up well with the prices of Bitcoin going up. Honestly, when I get a lot of people sending me messages saying how, well, altcoins don't go up unless Bitcoin goes up. Altcoin doesn't go up unless Bitcoin goes up. And that is a bad stance to have. To believe that this is the case is setting yourself up for disaster. For the most part, yes, that is correct. But what the market does is the market is designed to take the most money from the most amount of people most of the time. And so when people have one specific belief in one thing, in one way, the market will take advantage of that and wipe you out. So consider that when you hear these these constant calls of saying, oh, the market only does this when this happens, or for example, altcoins only go up when Bitcoin goes up. that's setting yourself for some serious disaster, man. If you're trading on that kind of piece of information, because as I've said before, the market will take your money and humble you really quickly. So consider that. So with that said, Ethereum is showing the signs of that. And I remember somebody asking me, hey, you know what? What do you think about Ethereum? Honestly, I think that the chart looks bad, but I have a feeling that I'm just based on feeling and not on the charts that it was going to go up. But I was wrong because my feeling was wrong. The charts said it all. This is not good. And what's it doing right now? It's touching the 200-day moving average, which is broke down below it, but it hasn't closed below it. But still, it's not looking very good. We have a lot of M's, and remember what I've said: when the market smiles at you, right?
It's ready to take.
It's ready to take your money, man. It's ready to take that money. It's got those goggles on there.
Yeah, but it already took the money. I mean, we had that big red candle. Do you think this money taking from the smiling face, is it over? Is Ethereum now maybe due for an uptrend, or is it going lower with the highest probability?
What do you think if it breaks this line down here? If it breaks down here, what do you think?
It's very smiley. It's really, really smiley.
Yeah, it's not good. It's going to take somebody's money if it breaks this line down here. Sorry, people, you're going to be crying if it breaks this line. It will. It's going all the way. I mean, pretty much. Let's see if we do. What's it called? AB equals CD analysis. Where we're going. Let's call that a red. Duplicate that. Clone. So we do a little bit of AB equals CD analysis. You could pretty much say that Bitcoin's going to break back down to here, which is the breakout level, which would probably make the most amount of sense, right? The breakout level right here or here. Is this the breakout candle? I would say this is the breakout candle right here. Yeah, there we go. So I mean, it's coming back here, right? Once it breaks this level, and it's going to break a lot of hearts, right? And might even come even closer down here. So be careful, people. The charts are saying one thing, my heart's saying another. Yeah.
I mean,
and we have to go with the charts.
In the end, it will. Yeah, sure. We have to go with the charts, and your past performance just proves that you going with the charts is just perfectly fine. But let's say Ethereum will go down, in the same time Bitcoin will go up. Maybe in US dollar the price will stay like roughly the same, or won't go even that low. But in Bitcoin terms, in Bitcoin price terms, it will go significantly lower with a high probability.
That's probably the case.
Yeah, probably.
But don't count on it.
Yeah, obviously.
We'd have to take a look at the US dollar case on its own. In order to, might as well let's do that. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Do we have a longer chart somewhere of a US dollar price?
Let's go to let's try Bitfinex.
Bitfinex?
Yeah, Bitfinex might be fine.
Bitfinex, let's see.
Yes, third one.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I like this. A dollar chart looks really good. Looks really, really good. That's impressive. That's wow. A totally different chart here.
Yeah, the different notations make it really, really difficult. Like you have to take a lot of things into consideration, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this chart here. I hated the chart on Bitcoin, but this chart is like completely different because we have like the W forming here, right? And it's formed on the weekly too, right? Clearly, we have a beautiful weekly bottoming pattern here, and then we're almost breaking out on this, and it looks like it wants to break out because we've finally broken through the 13 EMA and closed above the 13 EMA weekly. Oh, not yet, actually. We have to wait until Sunday. But yeah, I mean, wow! And look at the Bollinger Bands. They're like, the weeklies are squeezing tighter than. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, Da Vinci, gotcha! Come on, stop it! Wow! Did you say that?
Oh, dirty mind. Never mind.
Come on, cut! I can't cut it. We always have one take. So yeah. But so actually you are bullish on the Bitcoin chart. So everyone who wants to take some inspiration. Sorry? On the US dollar chart, yes. Everyone who wants to take some inspiration from that, maybe you can take it into consideration when you are trading against US dollar or TUSD, for example. But let's put the Bitcoin chart aside for now and have a look at this Ethereum US dollar chart, where it looks way more bullish, in your opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it was pumping like crazy today in US dollar, but it didn't pump so much as Bitcoin. That's why it's in the red in Bitcoin.
Well, we have like a completed dabble on the weekly, and it's a 3-to-1 dabble. So, yeah, we're going higher.
It's crazy, as you say. Usually, when in doubt, zoom out. In this case, when in doubt, just switch the denotation into US dollar, and then you have a completely different picture.
Exactly. It's the picture's like completely different here, and wow, I'm really liking this chart. And if we stay closing above the 13 EMA, and this weekly candle closes above the 13 EMA, that's a very positive sign. And let's see here, what do we got on a daily? We don't got much happening. Maybe a little bit of we got some W action. Yeah, I mean, like, oh my God, this is pretty screaming, buy me. I'm going to the moon. Oh my God. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Yeah.
So many W's, man. So many W's.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, wow. Well, the Bitcoin chart's like the opposite, complete opposite. Incredible. I have a lot of Ethereum, so I'm not going to chase anymore. So, but if somebody wanted to get some, again, we know how you do, right? Yeah. You want cheap,
man. You want the market coming to you.
Yeah. So if you want some Ethereum, right? Don't go buying at this price here. You can get some at some cheap, low discount bargain, rolling that back to prices, Walmart style.
Yeah. Very cheap, man. Sale for sale here, only today.
Show you here. You could get it some, like, okay, you can go back to, like, if you're really thinking, oh no, we're just going higher, but you know what, you just gotta wait for you have to wait for the 61.8, and this is probably going to go a lot higher before it gets back to the 61.8, probably right about here, and then you can set your 61.8 buy order probably about here at $148 or something like that. So yeah, I think that's probably where this is the area where you'd look for discount buys, depending on where this is, right? This really ends up, because this is a daily candle. We don't know where it's going to end up, and we probably think a few more days of higher highs here, I think, before we roll back in. And then we have the two. Oh my God! I'm just looking at this. We just have the 200-day moving average. Oh man, it might break out from here and not look back. The Ethereum likes to do that a lot to me.
It can pump like crazy, indeed.
Exactly.
It can pump like crazy. I mean, just remember January 2018, like $1,400. I mean, that was in the end of the bull market. It's a different scenario, but just thinking about that, it can really pump like crazy.
Yeah, when it usually takes off from the 200-day moving average, it doesn't look back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, I hope you have some Ethereum.
All right. I mean, I think that's the perfect conclusion to end up the Ethereum. You are already going to it. Perfect. So now, for everyone watching, make sure you show some appreciation, smashing up the like button, and also leave your favorite altcoins in the comment section down below. Within the next episodes, we might pick some of them up. Leave them down below, and also very important, leave also a reason why we should analyze it down below. Not only the name, guys, leave a reason and start some discussion in the comment section. So now, before we wrap up today's episode, we wanted to check out also number 3 and number 4 in the CoinMarketCap ranking, or number 2 and number 3 in the altcoin ranking, Xrp and Litecoin. So DaVinci, we know we have a lot of XRP fans out there. What are your views on the XRP chart actually?
Well, you can see that it crossed the 200-day moving average, and this does not look good priced in Bitcoin at all, especially since this wick here. I saw this wick and I thought, wow, this is going to get eaten, and it's coming back to eat this wick, this tail of the candle here, and man, it's coming back down. So this, I don't like this bottom here. This bottom was just terrible. It didn't make a W like it did here. Yeah. It just went straight up.
Yeah, that was a news event. Xrp, I think. It was Xrp announcement. That was a news event.
So yeah, it's probably gonna actually try to come all the way back down here, before it actually starts to actually move again. Yeah. And I would throw on the 90% loss here. Where on this guy here, let's see here, what do I got here? 0.9 because whoa. This does not look good. I think it's got to come all the way back at least to the 90% level here. If you want to take a shot beforehand, you can take a shot at the 78.6 because it's gonna break this.
The price is 5,646 satoshis, and yeah. As you said, I mean, like always, or like most of the times, you are correct, and I can really see that happening, especially because of that. The only thing, and this is why XRP is very strong, they have a marketing team, and they have sometimes big announcements popping in. As you already said, we don't have any impact on exogenous risks or exogenous factors. So whenever they decide to pump in some huge news, obviously, as always, XRP can still take off. But I'm pretty sure your TA is based on the fact that, or based on the assumption that there won't be any exogenous factors or news events.
Exactly. So just depending, as long as there's no tail risks or some sort of crazy event that I was not already priced into the market, we're coming down into this level here, and we're probably, maybe, you know what, we might bathe. Maybe we might hold this level, actually, thinking about it, because this is, now that I draw the fib levels, this is a good possibility. And I wouldn't, if you have a lot of XRP, I wouldn't be a seller here, because it's oversold, way oversold. It's due for probably a little turnaround. Probably going to turn around right in here as it comes down, eats a little bit, comes and creates a couple candles down here, and then turn around and come back up, but only to roll back down after touching the 200-day moving average. So yeah, this is gonna break some hearts, because it's gonna take a while to happen.
So you think
it's not gonna happen overnight?
With that new factors taking into consideration, you think that a possible bottom would be 6,060 satoshi, actually? So
yeah, 6,600 satoshis. Roll back up to the 200-day moving average, which would probably put us at 8,600 approximate satoshis, and then coming back down to find the real bottom.
All right. I mean, XRP is always a little bit differently behaving to the altcoin section in general. So that was a very interesting view on the XRP. And I think the last one is Or do you want to have a look at on the US? Or do you want to go to?
Because I'm just now curious what the dollar's saying, right?
Yeah.
You know, and dollars, the dollar's like, there's not much to look at here. There's a little bit of a bottoming pattern. We have some volume coming in with today's spike of the Bitcoins, but basically the whole market's neutral, right? It's absolutely not positive, not negative, but we got the squeezing of the bands. That's not a indication of direction. It only indicates that a bigger move is coming, probably going to go a little bit higher, but not something probably crazy high. Probably. Well, let's see here. What can we do here to figure out if we're going to go like higher in the dollar value? Let's see. 61.8. Yeah, I guess we could go all the way to $58 cents. Sorry, 58 cents. Not dollars. That'd make a lot of people happy if we're at the $58.
Unfortunately not.
Oh damn! Yeah, so 58 cents seems like a good target, and that's not so bad actually. That's pretty much a double. It's a possibility we could get up there and roll back down, but honestly, yeah, it's pretty much not doing anything, and we gotta wait and see. I want to see some more of a bottoming pattern. Maybe if we go into a weekly. Yeah, the weekly shows a better bottoming pattern. I'd go with this. Yeah, the weekly showing a better bottoming pattern than the daily. Yeah, right here. Yeah, you can see it right here. Right? It's not as great, but you know, it's good enough. Good enough to say, yeah, we're coming up here.
When in doubt, zoom out, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
So, yeah, you got lots of evidence that we're coming up to 58 cents level.
Perfect. So
and that's that.
Now we go to the little brother of your big project, Bitcoin, Satoshi. We go to Litecoin right now. So what are your... I'm sorry, man. At least one joke per episode. Now we are getting to Litecoin, the younger brother. What are your thoughts on the Litecoin chart? And yeah, we are actually very interested because from that point of view, we can also go into your conclusion for the altcoin section in general. And also we will wrap up all the thoughts in the end in a conclusion.
Well, it looks like Litecoin's a little bit overbought here on the weekly chart. Looks like it wants to probably roll over on the weekly. Daily, same thing. It's just like, looks like the daily's already started to roll over. I'd be careful here because this is not a clean rollover. It does look like it's emming out here. I would not go and run and do any kind of like leverage shorts on this though. I would be careful here because it looks like it wants to like do a FU move and then come back down. So be careful, people, if you're doing any leverage trades there. A lot of these markets are trading like forex markets, and they will do that FU move before they actually make the actual move, and you can tell that this thing has ran out of steam and it wants to come back down. We don't have any new volume coming in. Right, looking at the volume, it's not that compared to the overall volume. There's nothing new coming in really, so this is just a pump on probably on the fact that it's happening event. It's not a real move, so be careful here. Not saying it can't go higher, but odds are low.
Yeah. All right, so thanks for that insight as well. Actually, to wrap that up, in the short term, your Bitcoin outlook is pretty bullish. You are looking for prices of 5,200 to maybe even 5,800, and then a retracement back to maybe 4,200 levels. And also you are saying there is a probability that we will go above 5,800 and hovering around there, but that would actually be the first indication of a currency crisis of the US dollar. So the highest probability is 5,200 to 5,800.
5,000. No, so 6,800. 6,500 is the okay. If we're hovering here, instead of doing a W here, there's something wrong with the dollar, and I'll start investigating if that happens.
And watching it collapse, just as you did watching the economy collapse in 2008.
Exactly.
So let's wait for that. We will have another special episode on that, but that will maybe be in a few weeks or month. So first of all, actually this yellow line really much shows your prediction of the Bitcoin price movement within the next weeks and month. So what about the altcoin section? Taking everything into consideration right now, do you think it's too late? Do you think that there are still gains to be made in the altcoin section? What are actually your thoughts about that?
Well, there's certain altcoins it's too late. You shouldn't be getting near these. Like for example, Litecoin, right? You shouldn't touch it. But then you can see that the dollar value of XRP seems like weak and ready to roll up. Same with the dollar value of Ethereum. Well, meanwhile, Cardano 88 here is like, okay, are you crazy? You want to buy this thing up here? No way.
But just imagine, a few weeks back we covered Cardano and you said, oh, it's a great buy. So you should have bought it when DaVinci said so, and obviously also adding your own research and investing at your own risk. But you said so at way lower prices right now. So why should you go in right now when it's going up? Why didn't you go in when we actually discovered that there is a bottom forming and that we are due for an upwards move? So actually maybe now it's just too late, you are saying.
Exactly. I mean, it could go higher.
Yeah.
But it's too late for you to risk your money at this price and hoping for what? It come up to 2,000 sats, whatever. Your risk is all the way down to like 1,000 sats, and you're gonna buy it at 1,600. Why would you do that? So yeah, I would hold off. If you're interested in this name, you just got to do your fib thing and hope that it comes back down to the 61.8. That's the 1,300 sats, and that's where you'd start your buying. All the way down to even 1,200 sats is where the breakout level is. So this looks like that might be the bottom. That might be the top, and then it might come back down here, test here, and then break out again because it might want to test this 200-day moving average. Might. You don't know.
you never know. But actually what you are talking about, and that's a very important point in crypto, is the risk reward ratio. So if it goes higher, that's fine, but the reward has been decreasing during the last couple of days, even weeks, and the risk is going higher. So the risk reward ratio is not as good as it has been when we have been covering ADA in one of our recent episodes. So that's why you are saying it might be even too late. But all in all, there are still some altcoins where gains are to be made. So if you do not want to miss out on our TA in the coming days and weeks of DavinciJ15, you should be subscribed to our channel and to his channel. Obviously our channel, just tick that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and also after the video go to DavinciJ15's channel and make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell there as well. So all in all, this is still a very bullish episode, because you still see an upwards potential for Bitcoin, 5,200, 5,800, maybe even higher levels. So that's pretty amazing to see, even though you are saying that we will see a retracement afterwards and that we will have chances for buying Bitcoin even cheaper than today. The short and even short midterm future is looking not all too bad. So thank you so much for dropping that on us. I'm pretty sure everyone is pumped right now, especially those who have not been missing out on the MMCrypto DavinciJ15 episodes within the last few days, weeks, even 3 months already. So thank you so much for taking your time again. And now we want to get to the Pandora's Wallet update, because you are kind of in the final stages right now. Do you have any update on us for Pandora's Wallet?
Yeah, okay, right now we're testing different cryptocurrencies and I'm finding a lot of bugs. I mean, the latest bug is like so embarrassing. It's not funny. Oh my god! It turns out that the wallet's the creation process was case sensitive. Oh my god! What a disaster! But anyways, we're correcting that problem, and also I'm also correcting a bunch of other issues, and I haven't even gotten to the testing of the stop losses that everybody's like wanting, and hopefully I can get it done. I'm like losing sleep overnight trying to get it done for Monday, so that I could start showing you guys how to use it to trade the little old lady stock, because this is the easiest way to trade. And once you guys see me trading little old lady style method, you're all gonna jump on the bandwagon, because it's such an easy way to trade compared to day trading.
Especially in a bull market, which you have been kind of calling already also a few weeks back. So the little old lady strategy in combination with your wallet might be a very good strategy for the bull market to take profits, to trade with a very good risk-return ratio. So we cannot wait for that. The link for Pandora's wallet is also given down in the description down below. And whenever that time comes, it will be not far away. We will also show some maybe short tutorials in our show, how to use it and so on. So we cannot wait for that. Before we wrap up today's episode, can you maybe just say in 1 or 2 sentences what your opinion on the current market situation right now is, and for the short term, just like wrapping up this whole content in just 1 or 2 sentences?
Yes, right now I've told Jay, right, once we broke out that trend line, one of the trend lines, we're going in that direction for a long while, and we've broken to the higher side of the trend line, so we're going in the higher side for quite some time. So you're going to see probably in the next month or 2, Bitcoin just roll up to close to the mark, or to the 78.6, and it's going to take its time to get up there. It's going to be back and forth, brutal and painful, but climb. But it's going to climb up there, and then we're going to roll over later on. But in that meantime, altcoins are going to catch a bid. A lot of your favorite alts, the low cap market alts, are going to catch a bid and go higher as well.
Nice. So guys, everyone watching, even though sometimes we had some little bearish sides, all in all, Bitcoin looks bullish in the short and midterm. Obviously, he said that it might retrace back, but Bitcoin and altcoin for the next month or 2, it looks pretty nice. Obviously, no financial advice. If you are excited about that, make sure you smash up the like button. Leave your thoughts on the current market situation right now, your very own thoughts on the short-term future of Bitcoin and altcoins in the next 1 or 2 months, and also your favorite altcoins with the reason why we should cover it, also in the comment section down below. That being said, DavinciJ15, thank you so much for taking your time. Within April, we will make even maybe 2 episodes a week. So we are even more grateful. Everyone who is grateful for him taking his time. It's really scarce resource, his time. So make sure you smash up the like button, and also go to his videos and smash up the like button there as well if you haven't already. So that being said, we want to wrap up today's episode. As always, guys, we will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto, maybe tomorrow, day after, latest. And also the next episode with DavinciJ15 will come latest on Saturday, 12 p.m. Central European Summer Time. That being said, thank you so much for watching. See you at the next episode of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.